Feel the funk, baby. Moka only right there, and we got him on the phone right now. What's good, Moka?
Feel the funk, baby.
Baby.
Yeah.
Oh, how are things with you, good sir?
Everything is great. Everything is grand. Everything is happening. Everything's at hand.
Beautiful. Everything's all pierogies and cheese.
Yeah, always happy. Never sad, you know.
Word. That's what's good. New album is out. Sex, Money, Moka.
Yeah, I'm real happy with it. Like, seriously, really happy with it.
It's nice, man. It's a good project. Thanks for sending it over to me there and giving me a chance to peep it out.
Yeah, for you. So, yeah, for the people that are aware that we're about to kick off this tour, I can say for myself that that's the project I'm going to be focusing on performing on this tour. I'll be definitely doing like a good portion of songs from the new album, Sex, Money, Moka. So I urge people to go out there and, cop it. Jump on that iTunes, that Bandcamp, you know what I'm saying? Look for that, Moka only, Sex, Money, Moka. Get to know the tunes, so then when you see me perform, you can sing along with me.
Exactly. That is the beauty of it. You know what? I honestly feel bad sometimes when an artist rolls through and I'm like coming out to their show and they're performing and I'm in the front row and they're like rapping along and I don't know the lyrics and I'm just kind of like, it makes me feel bad as a fan. I'm just like, yo, I really got to like research this more and know all these tracks better. So definitely fans out there, you don't want to be in that position where you're at the show and you're like, yo, these songs are dope. I should know all the lyrics to them. Go out and cop it now.
I mean, there's something to be said for when somebody's performing a song you really haven't heard and you're soaking it up for the first time. Like, that's an experience in itself.
Very true.
But if you get the chance and the artist states that he or she will be performing a particular selection, it kind of gives you a little advance warning, and you can, I think, join in on the vibe more when you're aware of what's about to be performed. Obviously, in my set, there'll be some surprises too. You know, I'll be doing some old stuff. I might even do some songs. Well, actually, I know I do some songs that I've never performed before. I've been practicing and preparing that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's always good to drop those new gems on them, the ones that you've never got a chance to perform before, and then see the reactions. Yeah,
I had this album called The Quick Hits. It was from 2001. Like, it was a real underground effort. You know what I mean? Like, the core fans, I think, are aware of it, and some of them have it. I know a lot of people that I've spoken to that are fans, I really like that, but I'm definitely going to be doing one of the tracks from that album. And I'm looking forward to it. It's just one of my favorite songs I've ever done.
Nice.
Yeah, it's called It's All Beauty, Though.
It's All Beauty, Though.
Yeah, it's tough learning it. It's a lot of tongue twister type of stuff.
Yeah, it's always tricky when you gotta perform the new songs. It is. When really artists don't, or like the fans don't really get it. Like, and I've seen even just this weekend doing the shows with Snack, a couple of the tracks, he's just like, man, it's the first time I'm performing this track. Like, bear with me, yo. Like, he was doing 8 hours a day and he just messed it up a couple of times. But keep rolling with it. It's all good. And people got to recognize, like, when you're an artist and you're on the road touring all the time and you're in the studio making new songs, it's hard to really like sit down and go through those rehearsal sessions where you're like practicing the track over and over and over again. But it's really crucial to be able to do that, and it's good that even now, at the age that you are and the experience level that you are, the veteran kind of status that you're at, you're still in the studio practicing those songs and grinding them out so you can make sure that your performance is on point.
Yeah, I got it because I don't want to just go through the motions on stage. Like, I want to be able to sink into the song, like show people that I'm actually feeling it, because you can't expect the fans to feel it if you're not on stage feeling it. You know what I mean? That goes for songs you perform a million times that maybe you're a bit tired of. If that's the case, maybe you can find new ways to deliver it so people can see that you're into it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the song I do with MF Doom, the More Soup.
Yeah,
I still enjoy performing that.
Oh, it's so fun.
Every time I do it, I alter the intonation a little or something like that. Like I always try to make it exciting. I get asked do I get bored performing certain songs? If I really, really got truly bored performing certain songs, I would just pull that song from the set.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
You have to.
I
Really
I like them
it.
enough to record them in the first place, so I want to do them justice.
Definitely, and it's fun. It's fun when you get a chance to get up there and just showcase all this music that you've been, because everybody knows what you're like, man. You are a studio lab rat. You're in there like cooking and pounding out tracks constantly and stuff. So it's good to get a chance to get out on the road and then showcase that stuff and like really, like I said before, like just see the people's reaction and get the vibe.
Sure. But I'll be the first to admit, man. In the last couple of years, I kind of got into a sort of habit of performing a lot of the same songs all the time, and just thinking that these certain selection of songs were the ones that people might be the most familiar with or whatever. So over the last while, I've gone back through all my files and extracted stuff that I haven't performed regularly or even at all. So I have to make it a treat for me too. I have to make it fun, and I have to take some risks and chances as well.
Definitely. And people got to recognize too sometimes that when you go and perform these songs and when you go out on tour, it's like a once in a lifetime experience what you're going to be able to get at that show. Like sometimes these tracks that you're performing off, for instance, this CD, the Sex Money Moka, and like other artists that, I've gone on tour with and stuff, once they do their tour with that album next year, they're not doing many of those songs from that album. They got another album out that they're doing those songs for, right? Like Sleeping Dogs.
They may keep performing one song from their prior album or whatever, but yeah, it's truly an in the moment type thing, because right now that's where my head is at, is on the new album. I want to showcase that. I want to let people know feel the joy that I felt when I was creating that,
Definitely, and I feel it, bro. I feel that joy. There's a lot of love infused in that, a lot of positive vibes, man, and it's a good play.
Thanks, bro. I mean, I worked a little extra harder on this one, going back and doing edits and just making sure everything was satisfactory, and using other people's ears too as a gauge, which is something I haven't always done.
It's hard to trust your product in another person's ears, just like trusting your life in like a doctor's hands. You're trusting, like when we make music, it's like we make babies and we give birth to these little pieces of creations, and when we have to like hand it off to somebody, it's like handing your child off to another human being, and hopefully that being isn't like a stranger. It's like somebody that you at least know and could be comfortable handing your baby to, and be like, can you take care of my baby for a little bit? And like, I
think it's even hard just trusting our own instincts in the studio when you get really comfortable. You know what I mean? That's why I think sometimes it's good to get some outside perspective on your new joints before they come out, while you're working on them. But you can't strictly only trust somebody else's ears.
Definitely. Or somebody else's opinion too.
Yeah. I'm bugging out. I'm bugging out.
You know. Gotta trust your heart.
I just got back from California.
Yeah, how was that? How was the trip?
Oh, it was cool. It was a real short trip. I was in Edmonton, Alberta for a minute. There was like a Four Elements hip hop festival. I took a little part in that, and that was kind of cool.
Nice.
And people I know are very excited for the upcoming Full show. So
yeah, up at the E-Bar in Edmonton. I'm super stoked for that. Got a lot of people.
Yeah. So I was there in Edmonton. I rocked a little something at Starlight, just like a little 15-minute set. But the beautiful part was DJ Doo-Wop, the legendary DJ Doo-Wop in New York, was my show DJ.
What?
We rocked together, so we just, he was just on it. We didn't rehearse, and he just knew what to do. I knew what to do. We just went through like a handful of songs and just only doing like the first verse, and then he'd scratch and cut into the next one. He was doing all my backup vocals. It was crazy.
That's dope.
And then I took off to California, to San Bernardino, and I did a private party, a birthday party actually.
What?
Yeah, man, that's my new thing. I just realized, man, like there are fans out there, and they have the capacity to order an exclusive show, like them amongst their friends. They can all invest in it together and have an experience that's unlike anything that you see at a club, right?
So clutch, man. And I've seen a lot of artists capitalize on that stuff when they're touring, and even sometimes if they get like an off day here or there, they're able to still supplement it with like a house party or something if they got some really diehard fans that are like, yo, we want.
I went and rocked this cat's birthday, and it was his 37th birthday, and he was a big fan, a long-time fan, and it was great, man. He just brought me out, and we had an awesome time, and it really started making me think that that's another area I like to move into is doing exclusive stuff, directly for the fans that really care the most. Anybody can get at me and negotiate something, you know what I mean? And if you go in with a few friends or whatever, it's really not going to be too much out of the pocket, and boom, there I am in your living room performing, you know what I mean, or your backyard or whatever, like regardless if there's turntables or not, you know what I mean.
That's dope. That's the way to capitalize on those things and really give the fans an intimate experience that they're going to go away with and for the rest of their life, probably like the next few years, they're going to be bragging to everybody like, yo, I had Moka only at my house, bro.
Exactly. And that was the case with this. Like, there I am, and I'm like, I'm taking photos with the dude and his family and friends, and you know what I'm saying, we're cooking. We ended the night with a bonfire, you know what I mean. It was beautiful and warm out. It was like 95 degrees Fahrenheit there. Like, it was great.
Beautiful. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. That I want to share a story with you, man. I just got booked just last week randomly. I got called by this lady. She wants to book me for her wedding.
Perfect. That's what I'm talking about.
Her wedding,
man.
But like, this is some deep, crazy thing that happened here. She's like telling me this story. She's like, yeah, you made a song like 6 years ago called Day After Day, and the first time that I met my boyfriend, he played me that song, and there's a line in it that says, I want a wife, not a hoe. And she's like, I kind of joked with him like, haha, I might be your wife someday, you know what I mean? And now they're getting married on August 2nd, and that's like their song. Like, he has it as his ringtone on his phone and everything. And they want me to like come out and perform that song and like do a set for them and everything.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. See, that's what I'm talking about. The fans out there, if you're listening right now, you have the power to do this stuff. It's in your hands. You know how you want to see our careers unfold. If you're really into the music, I mean, you do have so much power. I mean, you have more power than we do. As artists, we don't have the power to choose and perform all the time. To choose and pick where we want to perform. You know what I mean? Like,
fans
I'd like
do that.
to go to Miami and rock a show right now, but I can't do that until people bring me.
Yeah.
And fans write me fan mail all the time, and they're like, yeah, come to blah 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 in Europe or whatever, and I'm like, I'm more than down, but I have to be asked. There has to be an interest, a local interest in order to do that. And if there isn't a big enough local interest, then you, as a fan, you could even set the ball off in motion too. I mean, this is underground hip hop. It's not like we're charging crazy exorbitant amounts. Like, you'd be surprised. You'd be able to afford it.
100%. And just if you get together with your friends and if there's something that like an artist that you're really gravitating towards, and you're like, I so many times just being a booker and I book shows, I always get people coming up to me and they're just like, oh, I really like this guy, do you think we could book him in our city? And it's like, maybe we'll see if there's like enough draw for that person, right? But like, the biggest thing I'll tell them is like, go and spread the word about this artist. I want to see you posting their videos online every other day, and then showing your friends and sharing the CDs with people. And once you come back to me in a few months and you're like, yo, I just showed this to like 100 of my friends here and all of them love this artist. Well, there you go. We got enough people here to support a show. Let's book them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So that's it. A little lesson for the people out there listening. You know what I'm saying? You want to get your favorite artist, it's 2014. The world is a lot smaller now. You can make things happen.
Definitely. And when people come together, it makes things happen. So if you just get a few friends, you and a few friends that are like really about it, and you care about whichever artist that you want to bring down, like it's not that hard to get the ball in motion.
Exactly. About it.
Get it going.
Yeah.
Word. So you're on the West Coast now in Vancouver.
Yeah.
About to take your flight. You fly in tomorrow.
That's correct.
Flying in tomorrow and going to be landing in Toronto, and then we start off the tour right here in this beautiful city of Guelph on Friday.
Oh, yeah, my second home.
Looking forward to it, man. Should be fun.
Yeah,
Biggies.
man. Hit up Dino's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's funny. I popped into Dino's shop the other day putting up a poster for the show, and I was just like, yeah, Mocha's coming around. He's just like, oh, you better come in. I'm like, you know Mocha's coming here, man. I'm like, you know that. He's coming for some Converse, some nice old school shoes that he wants, the flat top thing. You know what he likes.
Yeah. It's all smooth.
That's what's
That's
good.
Right.
Go down to Wimpy's Diner and get a little food.
Yeah, man.
That's what it is. Go down, see
How's the weather out there right now? Is it good?
It's nice, man. It's very nice. It was gorgeous today. Beautiful. And the sky had so many different colors of blue in it. I was blown away. Like, I love blue is like one of my favorite colors, blue and green.
Oh, yeah.
So when I get to see like the entire spectrum of blue across the sky from like the lightest blue to the darkest blue, that's pretty cool.
What it is. Yes.
I love that.
Yes. All right, you're getting me amped. Ready to rock.
Yes. I'm amped to get out there too, though, man. I'm like, I'm used to this Ontario life, man. I can't wait to come see the West Coast to get back in Vancouver.
Yeah, you bet.
That ocean.
Yeah, botanical. Just to see the morning arrive.
Yeah. Love that song.
I might even do that one.
I hope so. There's some
I'll
jams.
Do it well. Why not?
And Sleeping Dogs, please. That is my jam.
That's a staple.
That is my jam right now.
A lot of the songs that have videos, generally I'll do them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're like the most well known and stuff. Like Come Along, I hope you do that one. People are loving it.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that. I just might have to do that.
Maybe.
And I'm definitely gonna be doing What the Up Would Happen. Tell me what the Up would happen. Yes,
I want to hear that one. There's some old school ones though that I'm just like, I hope he brings like this one, like 100 Grand. Oh yeah, it's like one of my favorite songs ever.
It just has to fit.
Yeah, it has to fit in the set. I think I've heard you do it.
The venue too.
I think I've heard you do it one or two times on one of the tours before, and it just like had me losing my mind. I was like, yeah.
I remember I did it in Sarnia when we rocked Sarnia.
Yeah. Probably because I was like...
That was a crazy night because I lost my set. If you remember, I lost my flash drive. I had to go through my computer, and I didn't have all the songs. I'm like, what am I going to do? And I went through everything, and somehow I went into emails and stuff, and I extracted enough to put together like a cool-ass set, and it ended up being like a really fly night.
That is dope, and that's so funny. That's when the spontaneity of hip-hop really comes into effect and stuff, and just like making something cool happen, because the exact same thing happened to me this weekend on the Snack Show in London. My set wouldn't work, like the files were corrupted on the USB or something, and I was like, what the heck? Luckily I had some like backup files from like an older set from previous, and I had a couple of the tracks from the new set, so I kind of just like threw together this makeshift kind of thing, and it went off as like one of the best sets I've done in a while. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, maybe I should try this kind of...
You were on your toes, man. You had a little extra adrenaline.
I felt so weird on the mic because I'm like, I'm doing this track that I haven't practiced in like a couple of months. I'm like, usually I rehearse tracks before I perform them, and I'm like kind of nervous while I'm doing it, but I'm like, hey, let's ride this out. Let's see if we can do it. And I'm just like, okay, I pulled it off.
Yep.
Get the fans hype, do a little something, drop them bomb on them.
Yep, and some freestyles.
Yes, have to hit them with the freestyles. Man, Prev blew me away on the Swollen shows, bro. He did a freestyle every single night where he's like acapella. He's like, I'm just gonna acapella, and he just like went in.
I know. And we grew up doing that together. Little story that people might not be familiar with. When I first hooked up with Prev, back when, it was just me and him, I remember the first night we really hooked up to show each other rhymes and stuff. We were just walking around the town, kicking each other all our rhymes, and we both ran out of rhymes. This is like back in like 1990 or 1991. We ran out of rhymes, and then we're like, what do we do now? And like, okay, well, just make some. And so we just started making up rhymes on the spot, and we just thought that's what every rapper did. We were naive, we were young, you know what I mean? We just figured that everybody did that. Like when they ran out of rhymes, they just come up with something right on the spot. So we started doing that. And I remember that night so well, and from that point on, that became our strong point until, soon enough we learned that this was not a thing that every MC did. We kept on doing it, challenging each other, rapping in different character voices and all that sort of stuff,
That's excellent, man. I can't wait to get back on the road because we get to do that in the car a little bit and just do some like straight like hour, 2 hour, 3 hour long freestyles, putting beats on and just going back and forth. And I love that, man. That kind of that practice and just getting your skills a little bit more honed on like freestyling and stuff. And also subject matter is like you're always trying to make sure that you're not recycling ideas. So you're always coming with something fresh and something dope and something new. So that always keeps you on your toes for like when you're writing in your zone. You're not always going back to the same subject matter. You're coming up with new concepts and new ideas.
You bet.
That's the way to do it. But I seen just recently Prev and Mad went down to this. They're doing their tour in the States, and they hit up the Sway show, and Prev did the 5 Fingers of Death. Yeah,
which is great. I mean, Prev came right off the top. He did his thing.
Oh, he destroyed that. He destroyed that. It was so good. And this is something, too, that I had a conversation with somebody about yesterday, was just the imperfections in life, how much they make it so much better. Like, I was talking with DJ Vect about it because he was talking about DJs that get accused of like, he's not doing a real set, some of it is digitized or something like that. And, same thing happens with rappers, like people who freestyle get accused of like, that wasn't a real freestyle, that was written and stuff like that, right? But when you really break it down and start listening to it and you hear like the little things, there was a few pauses here, a little ums and ahs, a little mess up here and there, but it's those flaws and little things like that like make you feel that authentic realness about it. It's not like some synthesized, pre-planned, everything's all set in stone exactly how it's supposed to go type feel, that it's all calculated and precise. It's just fun and like creative.
Perfect imperfection.
Yes. I'm that imperfect imperfectionist. That's one of the homies' soul songs.
Just a lot of people don't realize this, but actually Mad is like one of the greatest freestylers I've ever heard. He just, for whatever his own reasons are, he doesn't really showcase that, but I mean, he really is. He's super sharp. I mean, that's what got him inducted into Rock City Crew, was his freestyle ability.
Yeah. That's dope. I didn't even know that, because that's so true. I don't think I've ever seen a show where he's been like, I'm going to freestyle for a bit. Never seen it.
Yeah. Well, I've seen it, man. I mean, we came up together.
I believe you. No, trust me. I'm just like, that's 100% true. Is like he doesn't showcase it. He's probably just, hidden secret.
He knows that's Prev's strong point. It's something that Prev really likes to do, and he gives Prev the
spotlight to do that
and the glory. You know what I mean? Fair enough. All good.
Oh, that's big for him to do it, because he takes it and rocks it. Like when he drops those acapellas and just keeps going and like starts rhyming about things that are in the room and the guy's shirt and the dude's hat and this girl and that, and like just
love it.
Kills it, man. He killed it. That was fun. Definitely fun, man.
Yeah. I wish you, brother. I got to slide off and get finished preparing and all that.
Yeah, do you think, man? Much respects for doing the call tonight, and I will be seeing you tomorrow at the airport, man.
Bet. Looking forward to it, man. I'll be there with bells on.
Bells on, dingling.
Jingling.
All right, much respects, brother.
All right, brother. Thanks a lot.
All right, take care.
Hey.
Peace.